Oh, we're back. What's going on, everyone? Alex Prime here. We're back with another episode of Team Red Talks Nintendo. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. IGN firing their Nintendo head. We got Smash Brothers having a direct today, and we have Nintendo dominating the NPDs for June. Let's get into it. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Did you, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Did you post a link for the NPD stuff?
I'm a little bit of a movie
nerd.
It's the Mario Tennis.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Gotcha. So, okay,
yeah.
Oh, Coupon, why don't you introduce yourself first then? Yeah.
Well, y'all know me. I'm Coupon, struggling as always, but struggling in style. We in here, we doing the thing. You know, I'm just doing what I do. Let's just get into this.
Alright, and Nia?
What's good, everybody? It's your girl, Nia, the video game here. I'm a little under the weather, if you can't tell by my voice. So as far as like what I've been up to, what I've been playing, I actually was just talking about these guys about this off air. I haven't been playing anything. I recently got a new job. For those of you guys who watch us and you watch the channel, you know that I work in the school district. But before my recent job, I was working as a reading interventionist, so I helped at-risk children in the area of reading. Now, like, I'm an actual full-blown teacher, so my workload is about to get crazy. So I recently just got a new job, and we've been doing a lot of training and professional development and stuff because the school year is about to start, of course. And then I've been family functions and family reunions and stuff, so a lot of life things have been going on with me, and so I haven't really had a chance to play a lot of games. Like, I think me and Daniel played like a little bit of Paladins when we were like visiting my family, but that's really about it. So I really haven't been able to go hard body. But before all of this life stuff happened to me, I was playing the Banner Saga 1 and 2, which are so good. Like, if you like strategy games, they are, in my opinion, the cream of the crop. I don't know, like, you guys are about my age. Do you guys remember playing like way back in the day when computers were like very new to like schools and stuff? Do you guys remember playing Oregon Trail?
Yep.
Oh my god. So this game,
that game.
Yeah,
I
that
hated
every day
it. I hated Oregon Trail, but I also kind of loved it at the same
it.
time.
You guys know how many friends I let die by dysentery in that game?
Yes, I had so many friends die. So in Banner Saga, it's pretty much like a mix between, it's like a mix. Well, it's not all that. It's just kind of like some areas that are kind of like that. But it's like a mixture between like your standard grid-based strategy game, like along the line of like Fire Emblem, and then there's like the people on your party, like you're all like on a caravan going from like different towns, like town to town and stuff, for like different quests and stuff, and like along the way. Fun. I love it. So along the way, like, things are happening. Like, for example, you might stop in a town and then like a thief or somebody comes to try to haggle with you guys, and then they end up taking all your stuff, or somebody dies from like an infection or something. So it's really awesome. I cannot refer you guys to this game enough if you like strategy games. And like, it has a little bit of management, like I mentioned, like the caravan is kind of along the style of like Oregon Trail. It's so good. But that's pretty much it on my end. So yeah.
Oh, I did forget to tell y'all what I played on, so I can go through.
Yeah, go ahead, Coupon. Let the people know what you've been playing the last couple weeks. So, you can even go back a few weeks since we haven't had a show in a while.
I know, right? Mostly for the past few weeks, it's been Stardew Valley on and off. So that's mostly basically what I've been doing. But like, as of recent, I was playing this game called Dawn of the Breakers. It's free on the eShop.
Yes, I had downloaded that too.
I downloaded it, and I actually streamed it a few days ago or whatever. And it's pretty cute. It's like a little like board game kind of chibi, just like chibi style kids. There's a little board game in the mixture there, and then you got a little bit of strategy, a little bit of RPG, and a whole lot of Sentai. It reminds me of the Power Rangers, because they're all dressed up in these cute little Power Rangers.
It is like Power Rangers. Oh my god,
it's hilariously cute. I would definitely recommend download. I mean, it's free. Download it. It's free. If you don't like it, then delete it. to save yourself some time. There's another game called Plague Road. It was $1 on the eShop. I used my coin to get it because I was about to spend $1 on it, but it's so weird. It's a weird little kind of sort of strategy type turn-based game.
Daniel bought it just because it was $1.
And the fun thing, I think this is a Jim Sterling game because it sounds like his voice was used in it or something. I could have sworn I heard Jim Sterling's voice because that's a very distinct voice. But I don't know. I'll have to look into that. But it's interesting. I liked it. It was pretty interesting. It's only $1, so I mean, hey, if you don't like it, you only wasted $1.
Damn.
I mean, I'm just saying it's only $1.
So you basically play 2 games for $1. That's a deal and a half.
That's
you can't really beat that
crazy,
deal.
right? Oh my god.
And the second coupon said that first game was free. Nia, we already knew you'd played it.
Of course.
But now I'm gonna be making more money, but my time is gonna be like
it's gonna be shortened, so you can't play games as often.
But I told Daniel,
but you have a Switch.
I do, and that's a blessing. So I told Daniel, I say, Daniel, I promise I'm gonna be one of those teachers who remembers that she has a life. Like,
we gonna remind you too.
Because like I don't want to be one of those teachers that is just like, I'm so tired that I'm not investing my all into my kids. So I want to be able to come home and relax and stuff.
So my last 2 games were I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. You're good.
Yeah, my last 2 games was Thumper, which was a it's like a rhythm game.
Yeah,
it's a rhythm game. Yeah, and it's very visceral.
Yeah.
They didn't lie when they said it's visceral.
That game's like hard as hell.
Yeah,
it is hard. I love it. It's hardcore. I love it. It's like a hardcore form of like rhythm game. If you want something how it really looks, though. Challenging, and it's got some nice beats. And obviously Paladins is free now, so I can pick it up. I had to wait for that free discount.
I feel you.
So I got it now. So if you guys are ever wanting to play,
got it for that free 99.
What do
you get in the free version? Like what characters are unlocked?
I don't know if it rotates or what.
I don't know. It didn't rotate. It's just the same characters. I think it was I forgot their names. I know it's Genos is in there because I played him. The chick with the archer chick.
Okay.
Cassie.
What about Victor?
Cassie, yeah. Victor, I think he's available. I know Andros.
That's Elf Boy Victor.
I think Andros is available, and I think I saw Cassie.
Yeah. Hashtag not my
See,
Victor.
they done fucked up because I only play as Victor, so they're not getting a dime from me.
Hashtag.
Well, I mean, I think
Victor.
Victor's in there.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Victor's in the free mode. I can just play the free mode.
Yeah, so
download not my Victor.
Not your Victor? Why?
Because he's
not the same Victor. They remodeled it.
They remodeled.
He's like this young-looking elf boy now, where he used to look more grizzled and
he used to be
older.
he used to be like a veteran Russian super, and now they turned him into
Victor
a boy or something.
I know, like he looks like he's a Backstreet Boy.
Y'all not gonna play with me?
No, I'm gonna play with you, but I hate that Victor.
Yeah, I'll download it.
You don't have to play him.
I know, but there's
I'm trying to unlock more characters as I play.
That's my main.
But listen,
I use Victor.
There's still a way to get old Victor if you have enough gold.
Really?
I think if you have enough gold,
buy a Victor skin.
Yes, if you have enough gold, there's an alt skin that's like an alternate color from his regular color, and you can still be old Victor, but it just won't be his original color. So.
That's fine.
Oh, well. Okay. What I've been playing, played through Captain Toad on the Switch. That game on the Switch is absolute perfection. It's beautiful.
Gosh,
I play it every night before I go to sleep. I just play a couple maps or puzzles. Sorry, I play a couple puzzles before I go to sleep. Perfect. The Mario Odyssey levels are amazing. They're the best levels in the game.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah, I haven't played those yet.
So good. You can unlock them immediately if you have the Mario Wedding amiibo, or once you beat the game, then they unlock automatically. Yeah. So I just played through the game and then it unlocked. So that's definitely works. Because I did do it myself. I played through the Shantae Half Genie Hero, the Pillow Slumber Party,
DLC.
whatever it's called. Yeah, that DLC, that was pretty good. It was a free update, so if you have the game, it's already there for you, so you can just go ahead and play it. It's very good. And there's also the Blaster Master transformation. I did not try that yet. And Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, the Donkey Kong DLC, I played through that. That is awesome. if you have Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, you have to download it. Donkey Kong is the best.
Is it different from like the regular like mode?
It's very different. Like because you get Cranky and Donkey Kong, they have such a diverse moveset from everybody else, and you only play as the 3 characters. Which the third one is Rabbids Peach, who is the best Rabbids. So you get those 2, and then yeah, you get her, Rabbid Cranky, and then Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong is like super OP because like his banana boomerang can hit like up to 5 people at a time if they're close enough, and he can swing across the map if there's vines. It's a lot different than the original game, which is nice because I think if it was more of the same, it would have been boring. And it's like a really long campaign. It was like 10 hours for DLC.
That's good.
Yeah, and it was like $20 or something, so like it was definitely worth it. Ubisoft absolutely killed it with this game. Like that game is fantastic. Other than that, what was I playing? I played a little bit more of Bulletstorm. I was playing that through again on PC this time. I love that game. It's basically like a knockoff of Gears of War, and now I'm playing Yakuza 0.
What's it called?
Bulletstorm.
Bulletstorm.
Bulletstorm. Yeah, Bulletstorm.
That game's awesome.
I've been hearing a lot about that game actually.
It was like recently on sale or something.
Yeah, it was on sale for like $8.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So yeah, now I'm playing Yakuza 0 on PC, and that game's amazing. I love it.
On a budget.
I feel so bad that I've never played Yakuza before, but now I'm starting, and I'm like totally ashamed of myself that I've never played a Yakuza game before.
Are you a fraud?
He's totally a fraud. I mean, now
I'm a Yakuza super fan.
Right?
I'm looking forward to playing through this game. It's fantastic. The only problem I have with it is I don't like how only parts of the game are voice acted, and a lot of it is text based. I wish it was like either all voice acted or all text based. I hate when it's half and half. It's like super annoying too. But that's what I'm playing right now. And going forward after that, probably gonna play this game that we're about to talk about, which is Okami HD.
Woo!
Comes out on the Switch tomorrow, $20. And apparently you can get 100 gold coins if you buy it.
Oh, that's what I need in my life right there. Those gold coins be so clutch.
They are useful if you're like lacking the monies. It's scoring pretty well. This is from Games Radar. They gave the game a 5 out of 5 for the Switch version. And Digital Foundry also did a video talking about the Switch port, and they said the port is excellent. It does have a couple random frame rate dips, but overall it's a steady 30 FPS. And the touchscreen is like the best way to play the game. So in handheld mode, to use the what the hell is it called? Because you have like the things that you can draw with a brush. Yeah, the paintbrushing. So you can actually use the touchscreen to do that stuff. Or if you're in docked mode, you can use the Joy-Cons as motion control. So the Switch version actually has advantages over the other versions. Obviously, it doesn't look quite as pretty as something like the Xbox One X or PS4 Pro or PC. But the Digital Foundry is saying it's still 1080p. Has the highest quality settings, so it's like close enough. It's just not 4K or anything. So you're definitely still getting a good version if you're gonna get Okami on the Switch. It looks like Capcom did a great job with the port.
Good job, Capcom.
Good job.
And speaking of other good games coming to the Switch, this just got announced today. Child of Light and Valiant Hearts are coming to the Switch in October. Both myself and Coupon are huge Child of Light fans, so this was one of the games I was really hoping would come to Switch, and now it is, and I'm super happy. Valiant Hearts.
I'm happy.
Valiant Hearts, I'm not super excited about because that game's kind of boring. But Child of Light.
You played that one?
I have Valiant Hearts.
It's like
it's kind of boring.
It's kind of like. Is it?
You said it's kind of boring.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, she's dying on the screen.
Isn't it kind of like like a management type game? Like that's what I heard it was. It's not like.
It's more like a walking simulator game.
Yeah, something along those lines. I heard about that.
I'm forgiven. Oh no, it's a good game. Yeah, Child of Light. I was hoping they would bring it over. So I'm hoping now that they brought it over, we gonna get a part 2.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hoping that's what's happening. So I'm gonna get this definitely when it comes out.
I think I'll probably be more likely to give Child of Light another playthrough because I did buy it on the Wii U. But like,
Yeah, that's where I played it too.
Yeah, but like you know how I am. Like I'll play a game, then I'll drop it, then I'll play something else.
Yeah.
So that kind of happened to me with Child of Light. So now that I could take this like anywhere with me, like I'll probably be more likely to like play it more than I did on the Wii U.
It's a great game. Like it's not like a full-on like hardcore RPG. It's more like RPG light. So if you're not super into RPGs, this isn't too confusing. And there's not a lot of grinding in it to level up. Like you level up pretty quickly. You get a lot of your abilities pretty soon. So.
And I love the art style. Like the art
art
style of this game is so
gorgeous.
Nice.
It's a beautiful game. Great story too. Gameplay's fun. The turn-based combat. Usually I don't like turn-based combat, but this one it's actually pretty fun.
Actually not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. But this game's fantastic. Pricing we don't know yet. I would imagine $20, but it's the Switch, so it might be $60. Who knows?
Please at least be under 40.
You already know how that goes.
I'm shooting for 20, and it's probably a digital only game. Who knows?
But we'll digital only, that's fine. I guess.
Yeah,
I'll take that over.
It says here both games will have a few Nintendo Switch exclusive features like multiplayer and Child of Light and touchscreen compatibility in Valiant Hearts. So I guess you can do split screen multiplayer in Child of Light. That's pretty sweet.
That is pretty awesome, actually.
Or maybe one person uses the Joy-Con like Cappy in Odyssey. Maybe it's something like that.
Yeah.
We don't know. We'll see soon enough.
We'll see.
But definitely don't sleep on this game, guys. It is an awesome game. And if you don't have a Switch, like get it on whatever platform you have because it's on.
It's pretty much on everything.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
So let's talk about numbers. NPD.
Numbers.
Let's talk about some numbers. We have the NPDs for June that came out, and Nintendo did really well. You want to hazard a guess which console won the NPDs for June? You think it's the PS4?
I don't know. What was it?
You think it's the Nintendo Switch? Do you think the Xbox finally won an NPD?
It was the Xbox. It most definitely was Xbox.
You're wrong. It was the NES Classic. NES Classic won for NPD.
Oh my
That's
god.
hilarious.
That's hilarious.
And fun fact, the NPDs didn't start till around the 90s, so this is actually the first time the NES has won an NPD.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Recycled NES.
That's so funny.
Apparently, Nintendo customers spent $1.08 billion on games and hardware, which is a 25% boost from before it was 864 million last year, and that is a huge jump from hardware sales. And games have spiked a lot. I think it went up about 52%. So that's fantastic. The NES Classic, again, was the #1 selling hardware in June. Now, I know a lot of people out there were mad because they were saying stuff like, it doesn't count, it's not a 8th-gen console. You still got beat. You got beat by NES.
By a mini console.
Funny. It's funny as hell.
It's just funny to try to negate it. It doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
It's a console. It counts. Calm down.
The PlayStation 1!
Okay, but what was before it?
The NES Classic. Who would have thought in 2018 you could say the NES won NPD?
That's crazy.
It's just too funny. Let's move on to software. Nintendo had the #1 software with Mario Tennis Aces. And God of War was #2. Grand Theft Auto 5 was #3.
Crazy.
I don't know how that game's still up there, but it is.
Grand Theft Auto still.
And that's why you ain't getting
Still
Grand
up
Theft
there.
Auto 6.
The Crew 2 is #4. I actually don't know a single person who owns that game, but okay.
I think Miss K might have it because she plays driving games.
Yeah.
I've only seen her play Forza. Maybe she has that.
Maybe.
Far Cry 5 is #5. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe still in the top 10, which is crazy, at #6. Lego The Incredibles #7. That makes sense. The movie just came out recently.
True.
FIFA 18 still selling that well. That's crazy. Crash Bandicoot top 10 for a trash game. That's pretty impressive. 10th place, Detroit Become Human. It's weird to see a movie in the top 10, but all right.
Don't hate on
11th
Detroit. Don't hate on Detroit, y'all. Detroit is really good.
It's a decent game.
It's really, really good.
There's a movie, but
it definitely is. But not wrong. But it's still a game.
So good still.
It's still a good movie.
It's still a good movie. I didn't say it's a bad movie. I just
the
said
best movie that came out this year.
It really is.
11th place, Super Mario Odyssey. 12th place, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, still doing really well. And I think that's okay. Number 19 is Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Fun fact about Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze: what's up? Oh, juice. Thank you. Okay, my bad. Number 19, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. It's actually already outsold the Wii U version within a month.
Yeah.
Because it sold 1.4 million units in a month, where it took the Wii U 3 years to not even reach that much. So I'm happy Donkey Kong's selling because that game's fantastic. If you don't have Tropical Freeze, you gotta get it. Maybe when the price goes down, because
and that's what I was gonna say. Like, I was really nervous about Donkey Kong because of that price. But people supported it anyway, so I guess that really just kind of like, I know
it just shows how much people just didn't want the last console.
Yeah, and I hate to keep saying that because I feel like at this point it's kind of like we're beating a dead horse.
Beating a dead horse, yeah.
But it just really goes to show like how many people didn't have a Wii U. Like there's so many people who didn't get a chance to play this the first time around because they didn't have the console.
So hopefully we get another Donkey Kong game. That would be great.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess that's it for NPD stuff. Yeah, Nintendo killed it. NES won, and then I believe PS4 was second, and then Switch was third, and then we always know who comes in last. And then Nintendo won for the #1 game. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exclusives in the top 20, which is
You know what?
So
it's funny.
Nintendo and the Switch are doing great.
It's funny because as a Nintendo person, I've gone on record and said just how underwhelmed I've been with Nintendo this year. But I guess I'm in the minority because
you definitely are.
These games are selling like hotcakes.
Okay, so sorry, just give me a minute here.
He's
it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Get your munch on.
My bad. Professional podcast. All right. Let's move on to something that normally we wouldn't talk about, but this does directly affect the Nintendo community. It is because IGN has the biggest Nintendo podcast with Nintendo Voice Chat, and they recently had an issue with their Nintendo editor, Philip Mewson. So we all know the story. We've all seen the videos. Dead Cell's review from IGN was plagiarized from YouTuber Boomstick Gaming. It looks like Philip Mewson copied his review. And he got caught because Boomstick Gaming made a video asking what should he do. IGN stole my review. And it caught like wildfire. Everyone was talking about it. All the YouTubers are talking about it. It's all over social media. Philip Mewson is now gone. So make that clear. He's been let go by IGN. They had a write-up on their website saying he's been let go and that they're gonna re-review Dead Cells with someone who actually played the game this time around. And it's an interesting situation because I don't think this has ever come up from one of these large sites before. And he was the editor for Nintendo, so he was running the Nintendo Voice Chat podcast, and he was the lead reviewer for the Nintendo Switch games. And he was previously a Nintendo YouTuber. He got picked up by IGN to be their editor because he had like excellent editing skills. But apparently he doesn't have the journalistic integrity that IGN needs because it is what it is. Like your job, you're getting paid to review games, and instead you're stealing reviews. So there's no sympathy for me. Like at first I was like maybe he shouldn't be fired, but now the more that I think about it, they had to fire him. They had to because at the end of the day, if he was to spend anything they review going forward, people are gonna be like, "Oh, was this stolen? Who stole this one? Why is there a guy who steals reviews working for you?" It tarnishes the brand. It is what it is. Hopefully, Pierre Schneider takes over Nintendo Voice Chat for now, at least, because that guy is like a legend as far as IGN goes. He's been there a long time. He's a huge Nintendo guy. He does a great job. I don't know who they're going to replace him with. It'll probably be a couple weeks before they do. But this is a very interesting situation. What did you guys think about this? Like, were you guys thrown off by this? Because it kind of came out of nowhere.
It did.
Man.
For me, I remember when you posted it in the thread, I was like, what's going on? And I watched it. Like, when you first watch it, it's like wordplay for the first few minutes of it. And then as it continues on, you're just like, wait a minute. It's just a few little changes here and there. And then suddenly it's just like nothing. He just didn't even try to, hide it. And it's like, why would you do that? Did you just think this guy wouldn't notice? And the funny thing is, the guy from Boomstick, he watches IGN on a regular occasion.
Yeah.
Like, he's always watching their channel. So I don't know. It's stupid, first and foremost. And I don't understand why you thought you could get away with it being in a big company. As far as IGN, like, they're gonna have to investigate that, and they're gonna have to let you go. Like, you don't get no say in anything if you're plagiarizing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep, you're right.
Baby Struggles, exactly.
Yep, Baby Struggle knows what's up.
Baby Struggle said, "Don't plagiarize, bitch."
Seriously, though. Seriously.
Nia, your thoughts on this? I want to get your perspective as someone who does review games for websites and gets codes from these companies. Like, you do basically what Philip was doing.
I used to before I got busy, but yeah. Definitely did. Definitely. All right, man. So when I first heard about it, I was like, okay, well, let's see what's actually going on, because sometimes people just have similar opinions about stuff, and it's really nobody's fault. Just sometimes people just have the same thoughts. It just kind of is what it is. But then I didn't actually watch it, unfortunately, because they had already taken it down. But apparently everybody was saying kind of pretty much what Coupon was saying. Is like, when you put these two reviews side by side, it obviously sounds like he's copying it almost word for word, but like Coupon mentioned, it's like some wordplay. Like, maybe he switched a couple of words around, so it's not exactly the same, but you could still tell that, the basis of what he was trying to say was there. Which I think is hilarious, but that's crazy. Anyway, so as far as like my whole thoughts on it, like the situation as a whole, I think that IGN did the right thing by firing him. Because like, and it's pretty much like what y'all said already. Like, I feel like I'll just be repeating what y'all are saying, because you can't have somebody on the team who has been plagiarized, because then it's gonna make the whole organization look, suspect, and you definitely don't want that on your brand. And it was happening in their video reviews that came up after this.
Exactly. Like, every comment in the comment section is, "Who'd you steal this from? IGN's fraud," like all this crazy shit.
And then IGN already has like a bad reputation with some gamers anyway, because you know, people think that an entire organization is at fault because of one person's mistake. That's
absolutely not.
That's something that a lot of people do, and I think that we should really stop doing that. But that's just the way that people look at it. If you work for an organization, if somebody did something crappy, then you're likely liable as well, simply because you're associated with this organization. So I just think it's wild. But as far as Philip, I don't really know Philip, so I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I watched his channel before he started working at IGN and stuff like that. But I think that it's probably just a product of a fun fact. The Too Much Water Girl is one of my friends, and she used to write for my website. So I felt really bad for her, because that blew up in the worst way. Anyway, one thing that I could say is that I think that when it comes down to like picking people, and like I said, I never watched this dude's channel, so I don't really know his like credentials or anything like that, or what he did outside of YouTube. But I think that it's for the next time that IGN finds somebody, because they have to find somebody to replace this guy. They really have to make sure that these people know what they're talking about. And like, some of the things that I was hearing about this guy was the fact like he didn't have a Wii U, and don't get it twisted, I hated the Wii U.
Yeah, he skipped it.
I hated the Wii U. I do not think the Wii U was a good console. But as a Nintendo person, I at least had experience with it. And if you're gonna be heading the Nintendo division of anything, you gotta take the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that was kind of a red flag anyways. Like, does this guy really have what it takes, or does he even know really what he needs to know to make sure that he could be the head guy of this? And I feel like they probably maybe also gave him more that he could chew. Like,
it does seem like that.
Yeah, because it's like you're taking a guy who, you know, he made good video content according to what people were saying. But like, just because you can make good video content doesn't mean that you could fill the shoes of somebody like Jose Otero, where his whole job was being the head of this division. Like, can you, like, I don't know if I could step out of my YouTube channel right now and go work at some place like Games Radar or IGN and be like the head of Nintendo. Like, that's a lot of work to do. And I think in a way, I don't want to say that it's IGN's fault, because it's wholly Philip's fault, because he shouldn't have done what he did. But at the same time, I have to wonder, what was IGN thinking when they gave him such big responsibility? Because sometimes people do desperate things when they feel like they're in desperate situations, and to me, it's probably one of those kind of situations where his workload was way too high for what he could handle, and he felt like he needed to do something like this just to get the deadline, to complete the deadline. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like, I don't think he's a bad guy.
Yeah,
I think he's a good guy that made a bad choice.
Yeah, he just made a bad choice.
Because I watched.
This is gonna bite him in the butt, though.
Yeah,
he's probably not gonna be able to work for any other site.
Dreamcast Guy's video, because Dreamcast Guy does know Philip, because Philip used to be on Spawn Waves podcast. So they talked to each other, and apparently, according to Dreamcast Guy, anyways, Philip messaged him and was telling him how much pressure he's in under IGN and how stressful it is there to meet all the deadlines and stuff. So he was, if we're to believe Dreamcast Guy, he was definitely under a lot of pressure, and he was feeling like it was maybe too much for him.
Right.
Which is probably why he did this. And obviously it was the wrong call. Even if you're under pressure, like, we're all under pressure at our jobs. It is what it is. You don't make excuses.
Ask for help.
Yeah,
you definitely don't plagiarize.
he should have went to his superiors and told them, look, this workload is too much for me. I can't do it. Or at least I need more time, or something like that.
Yeah.
There's other ways to handle it. Maybe he was scared. Maybe he thought he was going to lose his job, but like, he lost it anyways.
Exactly.
And at this point, he'll never work in games media again.
Probably
no one's going to hire him.
Nobody's going to hire somebody.
Nobody's
going to
touch him. He's a known plagiarist.
Yes. They already know.
You might as well just go back to YouTube now.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it sucks, because I thought he was pretty good. I watched the Nintendo Voice Chat podcast. It was kind of shaky the first episode he was on, but like, I thought he was doing a pretty good job after that. I think he was doing a good podcast.
Yeah.
But after, like, too much stuff going on at once, I guess he just couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
So they got to find someone maybe a little more experienced this time around to deal with IGN, to be the head Nintendo guy, because the Switch is all the time, man. The Switch is like the most popular console right now. There's constantly things to talk about with the Switch, so they need somebody maybe a little more experienced, not just random.
Exactly. Like, it's cool to do YouTube, like, that's good, but you have to have some other things on your resume to prove that you can do this. Like,
exactly.
I wouldn't have gotten like this teaching job if like I was just somebody like off the street. Like, I had to have worked with kids before, you know, like something to show that you can do what you're trying to do.
Right. That's like saying you changed your YouTube channel and you just like pretended to be a teacher on YouTube.
Right.
And you're like reading from a textbook from YouTube, and your school looks at it like, oh shit, let's hire her.
Exactly.
Like, no.
Exactly. Yeah, so I don't know what they're gonna do. I really hate for the bulk of this to go back onto Pierre, because Pierre has done his job. I don't feel like he should have to go back to doing stuff like this. He should just be overseeing and supervising like he's been doing and stuff.
But he's so good though.
He is good, but I feel like he's done his time. That's kind of how I feel like.
Yeah, I know. I like
they it's gonna be hard to find another Jose. But then again, I felt the same way when Jose was new and it was that guy before him.
It took a long time for Jose to get comfortable.
Yeah, like, cause there was Rich, and then before Rich there was I don't remember, but like, it's been like when Jose was new, it took me a while to get used to him, but then he became so good. So they really gotta find somebody. Great. Yeah, they gotta find somebody who could
These kids
Fill those
I'm sure
shoes.
they'll find somebody at some point, but like they obviously need to be a little more thorough with the people that choose.
Yeah, definitely. And have some trial periods as well if they after hiring them.
Yeah, the only thing that sucks about this situation, other than obviously what happened, is like now if you are a YouTuber hoping to get a job like this, it's
people
basically
gonna look at you funny, like, can
yeah,
you do it?
It's gonna be a lot harder. He's made it a lot harder for everybody.
Definitely has.
Thank you, no filter, Matt Casamassina and Mark Bozon. That's who was before
perfect.
Rich. Thank you for that. Thank you.
So yeah, interesting situation. I'm sure Boomstick's having a great time because he jumped up from 11,000 subs. I think he's almost at 30,000 now.
That's wild.
Let me click his video real quick. Where's he at?
I'm gonna go sub to him.
Oh my god, that video has 650,000 views.
Oh,
but he's at 45,000. He's jumped up 34,000 subs because of this.
I'm gonna go sub to him just to prove a point.
Insane. Yeah, but yeah, if you guys want to watch the video, this is the channel Boomstick Gaming. He has a side-by-side comparison. He'll play the videos, and you can see it's basically word for word. So it was very clear that it was plagiarized. So IGN is in the right. Again, IGN is not to blame for this situation. You can't blame an entire company for what one guy does.
Yeah,
and they obviously didn't know it was plagiarized, otherwise they would have never let him put the review up.
Exactly.
So they did everything the right way. Immediately when the allegations came up, they took the review down. They said they're investigating. They found out it's plagiarism. They fired the guy, and they're redoing the review.
And they handled
as far as the company's concerned, they did everything
right.
They
did it very smoothly.
Exactly, and they handled it swiftly.
Yeah, they did everything perfect.
They didn't bullshit or nothing. They just took it down, investigated, got rid of them, and now they're redoing the review. Done.
Yeah. It is what it is. We'll see what happens in the future. But Philip, I'm sorry, man. I know you're probably under a lot of pressure, but bad decisions will haunt you.
Yeah.
All right, now let's move on to something a little more exciting. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate Direct was today. Did you guys watch it?
I actually did. After I got home, I watched it.
Oh my goodness, Nia actually watched the Smash Brothers Direct. Me and Coupon had a little discussion with Drone Crusher in the morning. We'll kind of talk about the same things again, but this time we'll get Nia's perspective as well. So I think the show was about, what, 30 minutes long? Something like that?
About 30 minutes. Somewhere around there.
Overall, solid direct. They started off really strong.
Yes. Oh my god.
There was a lot of rumors about this happening, and the rumors honestly kind of ruined it for me. But
I'm glad I didn't see anything before.
I didn't see anything. I
already knew this was gonna happen from all the stupid rumors that came out minutes before. But Simon Belmont has been announced for Smash Brothers. It's a long time coming. That's the main character from Castlevania, and he has an Echo Fighter Richter. So you guys excited? You guys big Castlevania fans?
It's about time.
I'm not gonna say I'm like the biggest Castlevania fan because I'm not, but I'm familiar with the series and I love the fact. Here's what I love the most. Even though I'm not like a Castlevania super stan, I love what I think I just love more so what this means for like gaming. Like forget the fact that this is a Nintendo game because people like to pretend like Nintendo is not in the conversation. They are. But I love the fact that Simon in Smash Brothers represents like kind of like a unification of like classic OGs. Like now we have Mario, we have Sonic, we have Pac-Man, we have Mega Man. Now we have Simon Belmont in the same freaking game.
Yep.
I love that so much. And like just even outside of that, are we good at our opinions now? Because I don't want to cut nobody off, but
yeah, go ahead. We're gonna talk about Simon first.
But aside from just the iconicness, I guess that's what I'm trying to say, of adding Simon to this already amazing list of legacy characters, the way that they unveiled Simon, I think it probably tops like every trailer in my opinion. Like it was so good. Like just the way that they had like Luigi like creeping around and looking for a ghost, and it looks like his typical like Luigi's Mansion thing. But then we see like these crazy monsters like mummies and Frankensteins and like the freaking ghouls, like with the sides and stuff. It's like, wait a minute, that's not Luigi's mansion. We don't see this kind of stuff. Like, this is a little dark. And so, like, literally Luigi, like, we all saw the trailer, but he's literally scared to death. and then literal death, the character slashes him with his scythe. It's so
soul. Like, why are they doing my boy like this? They gonna forever punch Luigi, the Nintendo punching bag.
They killed him. He died.
He's dead. They killed him this time.
He literally died.
Like,
we saw his soul leave his body.
Oh man, I thought it was great. Like, you know, I kind of feel bad for Luigi sometimes because he is like
scaring him like
he's the punching bag.
He's definitely the punching bag, but I feel like in this instance I was laughing. I thought it was
I'm watching it again right now. It's really good.
Like, it's so good. And it really,
look at that. He just had his soul taken out of him by the Grim Reaper.
He saw that and he just literally lost himself. And then the Reaper takes his soul. He lost himself before the Reaper. He wasn't there. He was gone. He checked out.
Like, he was gone. He was scared to death. Then he had his soul ripped out.
His soul taken away. They killed him by killing him from death. They scared to death, and then death takes his soul. Well, since you're dead, you don't need this.
I'm just gonna take your soul.
Yeah, it's craziness.
It's so funny.
But yeah, Belmont looks great. Like, he has the longest range of any of the characters.
Yeah,
that's gonna
be very annoying. He's gonna be
but his attacks are slow and they're easy to dodge because they're all just a straightforward attack.
Yeah.
So like, he has his cross, he has his axe, he has an uppercut, and he has of course his whip. His final smash is dope. But it's cool to see. Like, this is a major character that a lot of people have been asking for a long time.
This is the one that we actually, I think this is one of the characters that we actually predicted, like, before E3.
Well,
we were
been
like
predicting this one for a while.
Because we're like, it makes no sense.
Belmont, why not?
Right, like, it makes no sense to have all these classic characters and not have any Castlevania representation. So.
Right, like none.
So,
yeah, because Castlevania was synonymous with Nintendo for a long time.
Exactly.
It's pretty cool. We got Alucard as a trophy.
Which he looks so... Oh,
he looks good.
Yeah.
He just looks so awesome.
Let's see. Coupon, you have anything to say about Simon Belmont?
Nah, he's in the game. That's good to know.
He just looks... He just looks like... It's always funny when they add, like, the humanoid characters to this game.
They do look kind of...
It's like, it's so interesting. Yeah, it's, like, so interesting seeing them in, like, this world, you know?
Yeah. But sometimes it works, though.
Yeah.
But we got a new stage. It's Dracula's Castle, which is apparently the darkest stage in the game. It has candlesticks, which will turn into items when you hit them. I like that little detail.
I like that too.
That's pretty cool. We have 34 Castlevania songs, which is amazing. I don't know how Nintendo's licensing all this music from all these games, but they must be spending a goddamn fortune on this game.
They said give us the frickin' songs. Here is the money.
Or maybe they're like, you give us 34 songs and we'll allow you to have Simon in our game. Who knows how they're handling that. But there's a bunch of bosses. They have the mummy, they have Frankenstein, of course they have Dracula as well.
The werewolf.
The werewolf is there too. And apparently a Grim Reaper, so
he looks so
always
badass.
Have Luigi's soul. But it's like Castlevania stage looks really cool. The music's obviously amazing. Then we saw 2 more Echo Fighters, and that's Chrom. I know everybody was wanting more Fire Emblem fighters in Smash.
Well, look, Chrom is like, he's like Bay after Daddy Ike, so I'm okay with this.
And he's also a clone.
Yeah, he's a clone. Another clone of Marth, which is whatever, but at least he's there this time. He's not just
he's there.
part
I
of the
would
final
rather
Smash.
them have it like they have now, where they're like Echo Fighters. Like, they're not necessarily taking up room on the roster. They're just kind of sharing a space with the character.
Just like skin swaps. And we also got Dark Samus, who was really asking for this one, but whatever. I think Dark Samus looked pretty sweet.
They could have put any other, like, why aren't any of the other hunters?
People actually wanted her.
Like, they could have put like Rundus in the game. They could have put Silux in the game. Like, there's so many other hunters they could have added for Metroid representation, but whatever.
Whatever. At least it's not a Metroid Federation Force character. So
It depends on which ones, because there's some that are actually important to Samus. But anyways, let's go.
Anyway.
Ruby's in the chat screaming that he's a clone of Roy, not Marth. Well, I don't care. This thing says Marth, so I'm gonna say Marth.
It's a Fire Emblem character, so that's all we need to know.
Another sword character, Echo Fighter. There you go. So we got some more stages, returning stages. Pokemon Stadium, a personal favorite of mine.
I love Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah, all the Pokemon levels for Smash Brothers games have been like the best levels.
I'm actually happy that Brinstar Depths is back too, and Fountain of Dreams because of the music is just so good.
Yeah. Up Nova Pokemon League. We got Saffron City, original Hyrule Castle from N64,
yes.
Dreamland N64, Congo Jungle N64, and they're not getting updated. The N64 ones, they're keeping it for the nostalgia look, which is good and bad, I guess.
How do y'all feel about that?
I would have preferred an HD remake of it.
Yeah, like
personally, I'm not a fan.
They could have kept the original like they had, and then had also a rendition of an updated one. And then
I would have liked them to have been updated, because I think those maps with a new coat of paint could have looked amazing.
Yeah, would have looked amazing.
But then we saw New Donk City,
which looks amazing.
Looks so good.
That makes up.
And then, and the best part is Pauline is actually there singing.
Yeah. And you can interact with Pauline. So if you happen to hit Pauline on your way up, she'll start singing our favorite song.
I love that.
And there's the musician is there too. I think it was just one musician there. But yeah,
Pauline, I thought I saw a couple, like more.
Was it more than one?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had the whole band.
Okay, well, that's cool. That level looks really good. It looks like you're going up the entire building
I love
while
that.
fighting. That's pretty cool. There's apparently 103 stages in this game, which is almost double the last game.
I think that's ridiculous.
And that's just like stages alone. When you consider the other forms of the stages, they said it's over 300 stages.
That's ridiculous.
That's absolutely insane. The amount of content, even from the stages alone, it's unparalleled by any fighting game at all.
Ridiculous.
Absolutely crazy. All the stages are available on day one, and they are all available for 8-player mode as well, which is, again, amazing. Because 8-player Smash is the most chaotic thing in the world.
Oh my god, yes.
Stage hazards can be turned off, which is cool. So if you don't like getting bothered by the stage bosses and whatever, you can just turn all that stuff off.
Good. Get
yeah,
out.
Good.
And this is something that's new to Smash Brothers, which is really cool. Stages can morph into one another, so you can actually.
I love that.
Yeah, this is a really cool feature. I'm surprised they never thought of this before.
Yeah.
But you choose 2 stages at the beginning of the round, and after a minute or so, whatever stage you're playing on will disappear and turn into a new stage mid-battle, and it will do that continuously throughout your playthrough of that round. So that's really cool. It's going to change up the gameplay a lot, because you're never going to know where the platforms are, because it's going to change randomly.
Yeah.
So that can lead to a lot of interesting combinations, because there's 103 stages and you can merge them together. So there's a lot of combinations there.
I love that. I think that's such a great idea.
I like that they're trying new stuff like this.
Yeah, I like it.
What do you guys think about this? The amount of stages, is it overkill or is it just right?
I don't know. I'm not like a super big like Smash Brothers player, so to me that number, like just the number, I don't know what it's actually gonna be like in practice, but that number is kind of like overwhelming.
I mean, more is better to me, so I'll take it. I'm not gonna be mad that they gave us more.
That's true.
Oh my god, it's like
it could
it's a
be.
lot. I can see it being a lot.
It could be worse.
Definitely awesome. It could be totally worse. We could only
at least you won't get bored by playing the same map over and over.
Because you know, Daniel and I, we have Injustice 2, and there's only like 8 stages.
Yeah.
It's like that's kind of weak.
That's
very weak.
We have a lot of music. There's the music players returning.
I'm actually excited for that.
Music tracks. It's 28 hours of music.
I'm actually really excited.
And
you could put like You can like organize the music into like albums.
You can make your own folders and make your own playlists, and you can actually turn your Switch into an MP3 player for Smash Brothers music now.
I love it because you guys don't know this, but I had this wave during Brawl where I would just like listen to Smash Brothers music in my car. I was one of those people. Like the music was so good, I wanted to listen to it in my car.
It was bumping.
So yeah, I'm excited. And then you can put the music in like categories by like series. So if you want to listen to only like Zelda music, like you can do that. Like I'm just so excited. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, that's really nice though. That 900 songs, 28 hours of music is absolutely crazy.
That's a lot.
Yes.
That alone is gonna fill up a damn cartridge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we got a couple new modes that they showed off. We have the sudden death mode, and in that mode the camera will zoom in. We have the stamina battle is now a standard mode, and there's a mode where you can charge your final smashes to be like a less powerful final smash, which is really cool. So the more you attack, the more you build up your smash, and then you can use your mini final smash.
So that's instead of like getting the smash ball, right?
Instead of getting the smash ball, yeah, it's a different mode. The more you attack and hit the opponent, the more your smash meter will fill up. But even if you both have your smash meters filled, you cannot use it at the exact same time. The game will not allow it.
That's crazy.
Which makes sense.
Good.
Yeah, because that would be chaos.
That would probably like make the switch
break the game.
They added squad mode, so there's 5-on-5 battles or 3-on-3 elimination matches. That will be good for.
So basically, King of the Hill. That would be good for when we do our game nights and stuff.
Yeah, that'll be cool for game nights. We'll try to get that going. And there's going to be tournament mode, of course, and you can put CPU fighters along with the actual gamers.
I'm so excited.
People.
What is this? So are we having Smash Saturdays?
Camelot. I just want to say this. Camelot, take notes. Camelot, if you're listening, which I doubt, take notes.
This is all we were asking for with Mario Tennis, people. A tournament where you can set the people and holds up to 32. I don't think that's too much to ask from a goddamn tennis game.
Exactly.
But look at all the stuff Smash Brothers is doing. Smashdown will eliminate previously selected fighters from the roster. I don't know what that means.
That means that if you choose a character, you can't choose it again, or nobody else can play it
in the next match.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So if I pick Bayonetta, nobody else can be Bayonetta, and
nobody can be,
but not even you.
Yeah.
I see. So nobody can choose.
It just eliminates them completely.
I got you. It's like vetoing the character.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Oh man, everyone's gonna veto Bayonetta.
You better pick her first, then.
Right.
Get you use out of her.
The classic mode, blah blah blah. Then they talk about some of the guns, whatever.
Banana fire.
There's some new Pokemon. The Alolan form Executor, Abra. Yeah, there's some weird Pokemon I've never heard of. There's Alolan Vulpix, and that one shoots Ice Fire, which is cool. There's new assist trophies. We got Zero, Knuckles, Crystal, Claptrap, Kappa, Chef Kawasaki, Gray Fox, DK, Shovel Knight, the first indie character ever to make it into Smash Brothers. Majora's Mask Moon, and Ralthos, which is from Monster Hunter.
Scary.
None of these assist trophies matter except for the Rathalos.
Excuse me?
Like,
I'm pretty sure Shovel Knight does.
Okay, like that's cool,
Shovel
but
Knight matters,
like
so
that's like no, like that's cool, but a Rathalos could come and wreck you in the middle of a game, like that's.
So can Dracula.
And fun fact: Rathalos is the only character in Smash Bros. History to be both a boss character and an assist trophy.
I think that's crazy.
That's pretty interesting.
Then they showed off. For whatever reason, they went to the main menu just to tell us there's a mode that they can't show
you.
That was
because
strange.
Nintendo.
Because it's Nintendo. They gotta troll us.
I'm assuming that's the Subspace Emissary.
Probably.
It better be, or I'm going to riot.
Yeah.
Let's just say it now. It's Subspace Emissary.
I'm gonna assume it's the single player whatever it is, some sort of story mode.
It's some single player mode.
Otherwise, this game is not ultimate.
Exactly.
It's
you
just
gotta give me everything.
Gotta have it all.
It's just like.
And then we had one more character reveal at the end there. It was my favorite character reveal, and I think the coolest video of them all. With our buddy Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong chilling in their home. Then they hear some footsteps outside. They look outside. They see King K. Rool's shadow. But really, it's just King DDD trolling them. And he trolls the shit out of them. I mean, like, he was like the the Duck Hunt dog. Just laughing at him.
He was laughing so hard.
He was laughing so he was dying while laughing. And then a shadow appears behind him, slashes him out, and we got King K. Rool finally in Smash Brothers. Donkey Kong finally has a villain in Smash Brothers.
Isn't that one thing? Sorry.
What?
Isn't that one thing that you said you wanted to see before E3? You thought that Smash needed more villains instead of
it needed more villains.
Guys.
Yeah, they did.
It's mostly good guys in Smash.
Yeah.
So we got King K. Rool, who's one of my favorite villains because I'm a huge Donkey Kong guy. So I was super excited.
He looks beautiful. Like, he looks so detailed.
He looks great.
He looks great. His moveset is so different from everybody else too. He has his little cannon and he throws his crown as like a boomerang. And he does a suplex into a backbreaker, which is really cool. So I love that. I think he's gonna be my new favorite character. We'll see. What else? His final smash is awesome to do the Blastomatic against Donkey Kong 64. What do you guys think about King K. Rool finally making it into
He's in the game, guys. You can finally shut up. No,
I'm not
That's
like
awesome.
I mean, that was my initial thought. Like, now the King K. Rool people could just shut up. But to be honest, he looks great. Like, he looks really
great.
Good.
I'm way more excited for him than Simon Belmont, but that's just
I think I'm more excited for
I'm glad everybody's made it in the game. Is essentially how I'm feeling.
Yeah, me too.
I saw at the end of it with the big portrait where they had little areas that they filled in with Simon Belmont and King K. Rool and all them. I saw some more areas that are missing. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we got some more. I
need that entire poster like super sized.
I want that poster.
Put it on
They're
my
totally
wall.
That's gonna be like some kind of
I think they got more stuff coming.
If Club Nintendo was still a thing, I bet you'd be on Club Nintendo.
Yeah, in separate portions where you have to collect them all and then you can put them all together.
See, now that would be cool.
She laughs.
What's up, KJS Gaming? Okay, so I guess we can go. Actually, let's give our overall scores for the direct. What do you guys think out of 10?
9 out of 10. The way it was presented, the pacing, the information. I feel like the information and all that stuff that they showed this time, it was way more exciting to me than what they showed at E3.
Way better than the E3.
It definitely was.
E3 kind of like lulled.
They just kind of like went through it real fast and just
because they showed a bunch of boring stuff at E3.
Exactly. They showed the stuff at E3 that they probably should have showed today for the hardcore Smash people.
Right.
Yeah, with the stuff they had today. Plus, we already knew, but like we already knew they were gonna have a direct, so it was kind of like you could have saved this for the direct.
Exactly.
More for E3, but overall, the direct for today was a 9 out of 10 for me as well. Yeah. It was a good pacing. They didn't dwell on anything for too long. They explained what was going on, got to the goodie stuff, showed you got your characters that you wanted in the game, and all said and done, drop their mic, they're out.
Exactly. They started strong and they ended strong too. Yeah. So that was good.
So Coupon, are you giving it a 9 out of 10 then?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 as well. I thought there wasn't really any lulls. They showed 5 new characters. That's crazy for one direct. We saw a ton of stages. We saw a lot of charts showing all the music and all the stages, all the stuff that's returning. They showed us a lot of new weapons, a lot of new Pokemon coming. I think they did a great job. They showed us a lot of new modes too. They really didn't mess up at all, which is great. There's nothing really to complain about. I was one of the people saying I saw enough Smash at E3. I still believe that. I didn't technically need this because I was already gonna buy the game regardless. But
you already know if you're gonna get the
game. This showing of Smash Brothers was way better than what they showed at E3.
Way better.
The stuff at E3 was like boring stuff. Like, this character could have this many moves, and look how many Kirby's we had to make.
And like
Nobody
hit boxes. Like nobody, like
that was kind of funny.
People who are just generally tuning in don't care about hit boxes and
yeah, like that stuff. It's a little
That's
too
the
technical.
hardcore gamers.
That's the boring stuff. Like that's for the hardcore Smash players. Like,
Laughs.
like nobody like this was a way better showing. They showed more things that actually matter to the majority of people who are gonna play Smash Bros.
Right.
Exactly.
So yeah, 9 out of 10. They did a great job. The only reason they're not getting 10 out of 10 is because I didn't get my Waluigi. So other than that,
that's kind of exactly why I didn't give.
Otherwise,
like,
they
no,
would have got
Luigi,
it.
no 10, no 10.
I did see Luigi die, and that was hilarious. So yeah, that keeps him up at a 9. But yeah, let's do some questions. Guys, put your questions in the Discord server. The link is in the description. Who do you think should host Nintendo voice chat now? So I guess anybody.
I don't really know that many personalities to say, to be honest.
How about Review Tech USA?
Oh gosh, no.
Nintendo.
You know what? I might actually be willing to tune in just to hear that.
Just to hear that.
Just to hear that part and then leave. Come in as soon as it starts. Nintendo. Then okay, I'm done.
Alright, I can tune out now.
I can tune out.
This
now.
is Richard Review Tech USA, and this week's Nintendo podcast, and then you turn it on.
That's it.
I would actually. I know this probably wouldn't happen, at least not for a little while, but it would be interesting if they got someone like Sean Long to do the show.
Now, I agree with that, because Sean actually used to work at Nintendo Enthusiast.
Yeah, like Sean has the experience at a Nintendo website. He's a Nintendo YouTuber now. He kind of pretends he's not, but he's a Nintendo YouTuber. So like I think he'd do a great job as part of IGN.
I should message him and be like, so you know what you need to be doing, right?
Right. Get in there, squeeze on in there.
But then again, aren't they friends? So that might look like a slight. But I mean, hey, get your
whatever. I mean, but most people get into those places because they know somebody inside.
That's true.
Or something.
That's
so
true.
let's not.
Yeah, like they were all part. Like he was also part of the Spawn Wave podcast.
Yeah. You get a job like that by knowing someone inside. So
yeah, so like if I was to choose someone, at least someone that I'm aware of, it would be Sean.
Yeah,
I think he'd do a good job.
Definitely has the experience. Like
he definitely does. Like from way back when to all the way now. So
exactly.
Definitely.
I would choose Sean. Yeah, I agree.
They're saying re-res.
Re-res. Okay.
No, thank you.
You need somebody that's like balanced, though.
Yeah, not one-sided.
Yeah.
You guys have any other
Omega Fire
people in mind
says,
other than Sean?
Omega Fire says they will hire a woman. Is that so bad?
I mean,
woman?
Women!
They should hire
I'm just gonna say this.
Do not hire me.
This is no offense to the people that are on that Nintendo voice chat show, because there are 2 women that come on that show regularly. I can't stand them. I cannot stand them. They're so annoying.
My thing is, if they can find a chick who isn't annoying in voice as well as in just.
Because one of them is just like this.
Just their presentation is just so irritating.
One of them's just like this Pokemon super fan, and if it's not about Pokemon, she won't care about it. And it's just like super annoying.
That is annoying.
She knows nothing about anything other than Pokemon.
And it's not because you're a woman; it's because you retarded.
I hate people who have they have no other knowledge except for one aspect. Like
whenever she's on the show, I kind of tune out just because she's really annoying to me.
Like
the other girl just seems like a very casual gamer to me. I liked Alana. She worked at IGN, but she recently left.
Yeah, she used to work at Zelda Dungeon too.
Yeah,
I remember her from Zelda Dungeon.
Yeah, she was cool. If I would have no problem with them hiring a woman on there because it adds balance. Because the rest of the show is like 3 guys. And obviously we don't care because this show is 2 girls and a guy.
Exactly.
That does not sound right, stop.
2 girls and a guy.
2 girls and a guy. Do not look that up on the internet.
Talking about Nintendo.
Google that. 2 girls and a guy.
We got some raunchy dude up in our chat.
I don't know any female Nintendo YouTubers other than you two. And I guess Nintendo Fangirl, but she's a fucking fraud.
She doesn't know anything about it.
She doesn't know anything.
She doesn't. She's just a girl who likes the brand.
She just likes the brand.
She just likes buying the toys.
I remember I used to follow her for a while, and then one day it just hit me. I'm like, you don't know shit. I'm out. Unsubscribe, bounce.
I unsubscribed from her when I realized she didn't know what she was talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me, because I was just like,
she ain't about the life.
I don't know, she said something stupid one day, and I was just like, unsubscribe, never look back.
I'm sure there's a girl out there who plays Nintendo and who does journalism that actually isn't retarded. So
it's not about being a female. It's just most of the chicks who do Nintendo stuff tend to have these weird quirks that are not very becoming.
Or like they only like one thing, like they only like Animal Crossing.
They're only interested in
like Pokemon. They only like whatever.
It's like if you like Nintendo, you should be liking more than just one
specific thing they make. Yeah.
Okay.
So to answer your question, yes, Sig, we're gonna go with Sean Long.
Yes,
Sean Long sounds.
Or some mystery woman who plays.
Or some mystery woman who actually plays more than one thing.
And she has to be hot though.
No, she doesn't have to be.
She doesn't have to be hot. She needs to be.
That's his preference. She just at least presentable is good. Presentable is good, and knowing and liking more than one specific thing. Nintendo. There you go. No. Moving on. Next question. Did you notice the message icon in the dashboard on Smash Ultimate?
No.
I noticed it.
I did. There was a message icon which had like a 1 next to it. I guess messaging is in this game.
I think, yeah, because
wouldn't it be just for like game invites?
It would probably be for invites because they tried
for invites in the game.
They tried to do something like that in Smash Wii U.
Did you pee on me?
Oh, baby.
Okay, I just got this video sent to me. This is a woman who plays Nintendo and she has a big afro.
Oh, Lady Pelvic. Oh. I love her.
Oh, she's holding Nier Automata. She gets a like automatically.
I love her.
Send me a link. I wanna go.
Her name is Lady
Pelvic.
It's
in the Discord. It's in the general chat.
I love her.
Show me the link. Show me the proof.
I found her through Unforgiven because
he's the one that just sent it to me.
Unforgiven thinks we look alike, and I don't think we look anything alike.
I think your hair looks alike.
You guys might have the same hair.
Actually, well, maybe with this picture you kind of look the same.
We both have afros. That's the only thing we have in common.
Yes.
And this looks like something.
You look alike.
This shirt she's wearing looks like something you'd wear.
Maybe.
You know.
I love that shirt.
She's just a cool chick. Like, what can I say?
Alright, well, people, if you're looking to watch a woman play games, subscribe to this
Pelvic Gaming, what a name.
Pelvic Gaming. I wonder if she has pelvic thrusting videos. Who knows? But moving on. Let's go to the next question.
Hurry up, I need to change her diaper.
Yeah.
Maybe this should be the last question.
Yeah, this will be the last question because I gotta go do stuff. Do you think this Smash Direct shut up those people who keep saying Ultimate is a port? I would hope so.
I feel like they've been did that, and anybody who
there's still a few of them straggling along, but nobody listens to that. You know, people don't listen to that.
There's way more than enough in this game to prove it's not just a port. Yes, obviously the base game is from the Wii U, but the mechanics are changed. The core mechanics have changed because the gameplay's faster.
Yeah. The game is
way more
everything.
Way more
just
stages.
Put it like this.
Yeah.
From the port a port normally just takes what you have from the previous game, adds a few little things here and there, and then that's it. What you're getting in Ultimate is way more than what they could provide you with a port. Exactly. They ported over a good portion of the game, sure. but they fixed a lot of stuff in the game. But
I don't even think they ported the game.
I don't even think they ported it. I just think
the assets and the engine.
Yeah, the assets. They mostly used the assets and rebuilt that game ground up.
It's like it looks, and apparently from people who played it, it feels like a brand new game. So like, and that's awesome that we're getting it this quickly. It took what 4 years to get the last Smash into the life cycle. So this one's happening within the 2nd year. So that's amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, like if you're still holding on to this Switch as a port, like just give it up, man. Just stop it.
I mean, if that's what makes you, if you sleep better at night thinking it's a port, more power to you. It is what it is. Like I don't really care.
All right, so that answers
bottom
all
line,
your
you're still gonna get it.
Yeah, you're still gonna get it.
You're still gonna get it. So okay.
Everyone's saying this is a port. You're still gonna get it because the ports are selling better than the original versions.
Right.
Exactly.
So there you go.
Exactly.
So, okay, it's a port. Right. Whatever. You still get it.
Yeah, there you go. That's the last question we're gonna do today. We're gonna get out of here. So why don't we do our outros and let's go. Coupon.
I got a baby in my lap, literally. But I'm Coupon. Y'all know where to find me over here at Coupon. Everything is Coupon now. No Coupon strives, no Coupon struggles. Just Coupon. I got a brand. So you can find me on all social media at Coupon, except for Facebook, because I don't really use that one, and that's the only one that still says Coupon strives. But whatever. But you can find me on all my social media at Coupon. And yeah, I'll probably be streaming tomorrow or something. I think I might do some more paladins and whatnot. So just come hit me up. You know what I do. I usually post something on social media, and then I go live. So yay!
For sure.
All right, Nia.
What's good, everybody? It's your girl Nia, the video game her. I can't promise when the next time I'm gonna do a video or stream.
I'll drag her out somehow
because life has happened. But that's probably if I do anything these days, it's likely gonna be on the weekend. I just don't know when, because I have more family stuff this weekend, and I don't know if I'm still gonna be sick.
Are we gonna see you for Mario Kart anymore?
It's really just gonna depend, to be honest.
Or Smash. We can have Smash Sundays or Smash Saturdays now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
We'll figure it out. So I apologize for not giving you guys all my energy today, but it's been a time. That's all I can say.
Put the tea in the chat for yeah, she needs tea so she can get better. Give her some tea, y'all.
Oh my god, teas in the chat, guys.
Teas in the chat, y'all. Teas in the chat.
But whenever I do things, you make sure you follow me on all my social media. I'm the video game her everywhere, and since now that Facebook has taken away the ability for me to double post, it's probably best that you guys just follow me on Twitter, because on Facebook I might not have any updates on there because I use Twitter like more than Facebook.
I gave up on Facebook, so everything else. Twitter is the best place to find all of us mostly, and Discord if you're not already in our Discord.
In Discord,
sure
yes.
Use the Discord.
Absolutely.
The Discord will be in the description.
The Discord is where you'll find us most of the time because it's funny.
And funny as hell.
Yeah, and so those of you guys who might not know, Coupon and I have just like a life podcast that we brought back. We used to do a podcast called Set It Off, and we have since reorganized, and we've created a spin-off show called #Off Topic that we try to do every Friday. So make sure you guys continue to support Team Red, but also if you have a little bit of time and if you don't mind us talking about life topics that affect us, in our daily lives, then make sure you check out #Off Topic as well. But we talk about other stuff too, life,
talk about all sorts
TV,
of stuff. Games, movies, TV, life, all that stuff. It's just a roundabout way to talk about all stuff.
And if you feel uncomfortable listening to women talk about things that affect women, might
probably not a podcast for you.
Because sometimes it happens.
You have been warned.
Alright, and for me, you guys can find me on Twitter at AlexPrime_86. Of course, join the Discord as we were saying before. It's Team Red Discord. It'll be in the description below. Oh yeah, I forgot about Sun. Sun is also another Nintendo YouTuber chick, and she's awesome.
Oh yeah, that's right. But she's in the UK.
She's in the UK though, so I don't know.
She would
have to move to IGN UK division, I guess.
Yeah. And contrary to popular belief,
she might be a little too crazy though.
But contrary to popular belief, Sun actually knows her stuff. Like,
yeah, she does.
A lot of people like to get on pretty girls and act like they don't know anything. But like, if you just stop looking at her ass for a little bit, she actually knows what she's talking about.
That's hard though, man. That's hard.
But she actually knows her stuff.
That's all. That's why she got yay. She know what she's doing.
Like, I applaud her. I
heard she's trying to date Etika.
Oh no, girl, no.
Don't do it. Let me go stop her real quick.
I saw a video online about it. He was talking about her.
We need an intervention.
We need an intervention quick.
No, girl, no, that is not.
We talk to her.
That's not the wave.
That's not the business.
But anyways, we're gonna get out of here. Make sure to follow everybody on Twitter, follow the Discord. We'll be back Monday for Mario Kart 8 Monday Madness. You have a chance to win a $10 Nintendo eShop card just for playing. You don't even have to win because I always win anyways.
Oh gosh.
But you have a chance to win a gift card for the Nintendo eShop every week, every Monday. And we'll be back next Wednesday for Team Red Talks Nintendo.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see y'all later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
King K rule in the game.